Hello everybody, Joe Locklear here. I've got some good news for you. We've got another home under contract. This would be a rental property. It has probably not been rented. From looking at it, it has the appearance of a home that was owned by an older person and was well taken care of, just needs a little bit of updating and freshening up. It's a very nice brick home. It has a shingle roof. As you can see, it's a hip roof, which is good. This is the street scene. These are the houses across the street. These are the homes alongside. This home is just to the left here. And as you can see, the homes on the street are nice, well kept yards. Here's a corner view showing it has a modern style electric service. This is not real old, but it's 150 amp and it's totally adequate. There's a handicap ramp in the front. It's in good shape, has a little bit of wood repair here. And we want to paint this. We want to clean this overspray off. We'll make that look real nice. Here is the front porch again. It has a picture window in the living room. Nice front door. This is a very livable home. It is a 2-bedroom home but has huge bedrooms and is very nice. Another picture of the front porch. Let's go kind of around here. We're going around on the left side of the house. Huge driveway, almost a 2-car wide driveway. Big patio area back here and a double detached garage. It's a 2.5-car garage. And this, again, it's hard to describe how much concrete's here. It's a bunch of concrete. As you walk on around the house, you see there is a rear patio and it's paved also. It has a little fence around it here. Perhaps they had a small dog or something they wanted to fence off. Here's the double garage. It has washer and dryer connections inside and the water heater. This is a back view of the home. This is the little patio area that I told you about. Here's the kitchen. The kitchen is in very good condition. It does need paint. We're going to paint, see how these are almond? These have been added. We're going to paint these doors almond to match and put new counters in there and a tile backsplash. This is a small dining area. Let's move on. Here is looking from the dining area into the living room. It's a neat home. It has the curved archway here. Typical of late 50s, early 60s construction. Let's go back one. We may have missed one. This is the living room. Here's the dining area over here. This is the living area. Nice and spacious. Here's the bath. At first I thought we could repair this bath, but as I look closer, this tub, you can't really see it. There's a little crack in the wall over here. We're going to completely rip this bath out and do a completely new bath in there. Okay, so next this is a bedroom. This is a big bedroom. This picture doesn't really do it justice. I took another angle. This is looking back to the door coming in. It has a closet all across one side. It's about 18 foot long or deep. So it is a really nice bedroom. We're outside now. Here is the air conditioning unit. As you can see, it's not that old. And this is the water heater. It's out in the garage. This is the interior air handler. It's suspended, which is fine. It's attached to the wall. The filter and the grill is over here. It does need a new bifold door here. This is the tag on the air conditioner. I'm going to see if I can look it up. Sometimes I can look these model and serial numbers up and see how old it is, which I haven't done yet. This is a picture of the little rear steps coming down in the rear patio area. Here's the inside of the garage. This is the back door and it's in good shape. Somebody just broke this little glass. We're going to put a new glass and maybe a coat of varnish and we're going to rehang that door. This is showing you how big the garage is. There's a dryer here which we'll probably throw away. Here's your water heater. It's outside and your washer connections. Okay, this is an added bonus. I want to pause this because this is some important stuff. There is some fine artwork in the garage. I found this Michelob light and it's a little dusty, but it would clean right up. I don't know what this is worth. Let's look at the Next one, here is some fine art in a wall hanging. Now at first I thought, well, maybe it's not that valuable because I saw this here. As you look closer, this is actually a little dust bunny hanging down. You can tell by the shadow from the flash. So, you know, this is just a little class here in fine art. That shadow from the flash means this isn't on the actual artwork. So the artwork's in pretty good shape, and I've got a strategy here, is why I'm showing you this. Now, there is also another lamp here, which is like a pool hall type lamp. It's just a little dusty. And finally, the last piece, this actually is an original. See where it says original here and it says original here? This is a Johnny Walker and Sons original piece of artwork. Who knows what it's worth? I could see taking this artwork, having a garage sale, and recouping a pretty good bit of your investment. So I just thought it was kind of neat that these things were out in the garage. And I look back on one of the previous pictures. I'm not going to go back to it, but I think there are 2 more lamps in the garage. They were so dusty, I didn't even notice them until I came home and looked at the pictures. Okay, so that is the home. That is what it looks like. Let's go back to the front again because I kind of want to show you this. It's a very, very neat brick home, very solid. This really is a fairly valuable home when you compare it to a frame structure or even a block structure. Brick is desirable. It is a 2-bedroom, and there isn't any practical way to make it into a 3-bedroom. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath with very large livable rooms. Has a separate dining nook, big living room, spacious bedroom, 1 extra spacious bedroom. It has a huge patio outside. It has all the concrete paving. It's on a dead-end street. It's the last house. Vacant land over here, which by the way is fenced and probably patrolled. The air conditioner in this home, the power has been off for more than a year. It has a 2012 sticker where the electricity was turned off. They put a little tag in there. That tells me it's been off about 2 years. Well, what's neat about it, that new air conditioner or newer air conditioner is still sitting there. So this is a pretty secure location. I see this as a very good rental location. I love dead-end streets. I just bought one for myself on a dead-end street. It's in a neat area, very good rental area. This is a very good house in a very good area. While the house is fresh on your mind, I want to run through an estimate on the repairs. We're going to pressure wash the outside, a little bit of yard work, just a little touch up on the exterior paint. After the pressure wash, we got to clean that little area off and a little touch up. We're going to paint those floors on the porches and the handicap ramp. We're going to repair and paint the porch rails. On the back, the porch rails down at the bottom had a little bit of rust. We're going to fix that. We're going to re-bracket them to the floor. We're going to save those rails because wrought iron is very expensive to replace. We're pretty good at repairing it, so we'll make it look real nice. There's just one little spot where it needs an eave repair right up over the rear patio cover. Again, we're going to reinstall that rear door, and I'm not going through a lot of details on the numbers. I'll show you how we do this pro forma because you can pause this and look at it later. We put the hours here, the rate, that's the subtotal on labor, materials here, any subcontractors here, and it adds up over here. Okay. Couple of new bifold doors that we have to add. We're going to relocate those doors. I don't know if you noticed, those doors in that house were really, really nice, solid pine 2-panel doors. Now those doors would be too expensive to buy today. It'd probably be $200 a door by the time you got them in there. So they're very nice. We found one that goes from the living room to the hallway. That door is useless. We're going to take it and put it on the bedroom because that's the only one that's missing. So this home is going to have very, very nice, solid pine doors. And they're already nicely stained. We just have to wipe them off. A couple of window screens. We always replace the light bulbs. And you know, somebody asked me one time, why do you replace light bulbs in your repair pro forma? Because we want to catch everything. We're not perfect, but when I go in and look at this house, I take a lot of time and I look at everything there. Hopefully we don't miss anything, and we have a little catch-all at the bottom of $1,000 in case we did. But you know, light bulbs add up now today. It's about 20 bucks to replace replace the light bulbs. We need to build a little chase inside the AC closet. There's some bare wire in there that if this house were to go HUD, that would probably fail you, so we're going to fix that. Very minor drywall repair. You got a couple of hairline cracks in the plaster ceiling. That's very normal. We're going to repaint the interior, but we only have to paint the walls and the ceilings. We may save a little here because we may be able to just clean the ceilings, but I assume we'll paint it, make it really, really nice. If you looked at those walls, they were dingy. They were painted white originally, hadn't been painted in a long time. You're really, really going to be surprised what a good paint job will do to the inside of that house. This house is not torn up. It needs carpet. It needs a little, little ceramic tile paint. It's going to look really, really nice when we're done. We're going to just take that bath and gut it. I won't go through each of these items, but we have some framing under the bathtub. It looks like it's sunk about 1 inch at the back side. We'll fix that. We'll go fix the framing. We'll put new green board. We'll install new wall fixtures. Those are your towel hangers, toilet paper holder. We're going to tile around the tub. It's going to be a new tub. It's going to be a new bath. I mean, like you couldn't walk into a new house and see a bath that's going to be any newer or nicer than this. We may have to rebuild those tub valves. We may have to replace them, but for $250 we can replace them. If we rebuild them, we'll save a little bit here. You don't want to put new tile in without replacing those valves. New bathtub. We're going to reinstall the existing toilet. It isn't that old. We're going to install a new vanity faucet, new windowsill, because when we demo that tile that's on the walls, that beautiful gray and pink tile, I see that all the time and I wonder who could have ever liked that. All that's coming out, so it's a tile windowsill, so we'll redo the windowsill. New medicine cabinet. We're going to put new AC vents in. A lot of times we take them down and clean them, but I really, really like this house, and I think this house is going to be a dollhouse, so we just want to really do it nice. We're going to redo those kitchen cabinets like I talked about. We're going to build a new cabinet drawer. There's one missing, no problem, we'll build it. We're going to tile that backsplash in the kitchen. We're going to put new kitchen counters. We're going to replace the carpet. There's 2 kitchen tiles in the kitchen that are cracked. We're going to replace those tiles. We're going to retile the bath in the hallway because there's several cracked tiles in there. It's about 100 square foot. We need to take the AC whip or the electric supply going to the outside unit is bare. We need to put it in a piece of conduit. We're going to have to get an electrical inspection. That's about $250, and I threw $150 in for little things we may have to do for that inspection. We have to have the electrician come over because the power's been off for more than a year. You got about 3 light fixtures to replace. There's one vent where they built a kind of a utility closet in the kitchen. They covered the vent, left it covered. We're going to fix that. I'm sure that kitchen's probably a little warm because that vent's covered. I threw $1,000 in here for miscellaneous repairs. That's just in case money because I want to be under on this estimate. I really don't want to be over, so I put that in there. It's just in case money. And then a final cleaning of about $150. So I come up with a cost on all the repairs of about $9,159. Now, if you hire our company to do those repairs, we'll charge a 20% markup. That covers our profit and overhead. That's $1,800. Your total repairs would be a little under $11,000, and that does include the profit and the overhead. Okay, let's keep moving and let's take a look and see what all this means. You've seen the house, you've seen the repair cost. Let's look at a pro forma. In this pro forma, I have put the purchase price. The purchase price to you on this home, which includes our markup, is $26,000. Now, the rehab cost, including our markup on that, is $10,991. The interim finance and closing cost, you don't have finance costs because I'm sure you pay cash, is $1,000. That's your closing cost. Usually a little under that, but you have to buy insurance too, or you should buy insurance. You don't have to, but that comes out to, well, we'll see it on the next page where it comes out. I'm saying this house finished in good shape would be worth at least $45,000. That doesn't mean a whole lot, because here's the magic number, is the monthly rent. Now, a normal 2-bedroom home in this area would rent for about $7 to $725. This home's going to be so nice. It's brick. It has a 2.5-car garage. It's going to have brand new bath and a remodeled kitchen. I'm saying $750 would be conservative rent. Now, I put a 2% inflation factor in, and I'll show you that on the next page what that means. Your total basis in this house would be about $37,991. Now, if you put in appliances, which you normally have to put appliances in, but Suzette and I just did one in which the tenant brought their appliances. And so this was one that we kept, so we really made out there, but you could have to buy appliances, which would put you in around $39,000. Now, your cash flow year one net spendable would be about $480. Let's look at the breakdowns and see how we got to that. These are simply the numbers on the front being carried over, the repair, closing cost, and your cost, and the monthly rent. This 5% is here an inflation factor. No, I'm sorry, this is vacancy. Okay, you got purchase price, rehab cost, closing cost. That's your basis, about $37,991. Your rent $750. I put 5% vacancy and 5% for reserves and maintenance. I put a 10% management fee in here because you probably would be wise to have this property managed by a professional. I put the real estate taxes in. They're much less than this now, but it's homesteaded, so you may get by for this year with paying no taxes, because there are no taxes being paid on it now, but it could go up to $65 when they find out you're not homesteading. And then about $55 property insurance. So when you come down to the basis, your capital position, if you buy the appliances, is $38,991. That puts your net return, which is $480 spendable. Let's see how we got that. Your $750 rent, less your maintenance reserves, your vacancy, your taxes, your insurance, and your management cost, leaves you in your pocket spendable monthly of about $480. On a $38,991 investment, that is a 14.77% cash on cash spendable return. That is an excellent return. It's on a brick home. It's on a good neighborhood, a very rentable neighborhood. What's the worst could happen to you? Maybe you only make 12 or 13. Well, what are you making in the bank right now? This is a fantastic investment property. If you are interested in it, in this email that you just received, you'll have my phone number. My cell phone is 904-813-9526, or you can email me, joelocklear@gmail.com. Hey, thanks very much, and this is a great home. If you consider this one, great. If not, hopefully we'll have another one soon. I'll see you on the next one.